"30 minutes on the stopwatch. That is how long it takes to erect and take down Fulani Bororo's home." The name derives from a breed of oxen remarkable for their long horns and chestnut-brown coat. The name Bororo also refers to the indigenous communities of nomadic pastoralists from West and Central Africa.
Kuude ami mino none kuugal ami min sirta siri ami min kaɓɓa mino fi amin fuu minon kuwata ngal hankal kuugal ami min ƴoogoye min sippoya min soorata min dirta siri amin minon min kaɓɓa ɗum min kaɓɓa teteji amin min jowaɗi minon min kagga minon min ɗo nodda lakke tisini kuwana min ñiɓa minon.
These modular houses known as suku speak volumes about the landless status of the Bororos, who are constantly on the move in the interior of the country or between countries searching for water and pasture for their cattle. Here we are in the district of Duku, a village in the north of Chad, on the banks of the Chari River. It's the dry season. This rider is returning from a prospecting mission. He is getting ready for the imminent departure of his kin, less than a month since they set up on this site.
Inde woodi hal inaare wonnere walla inde wala hal inaare wonnere inaare ma are nihi wa'i wonnere ma are laawol ma are nihi wa'i ɗum fuu kana a wolwi ɗum gada on naate ɓangol tan dimɗo.
Scouting for information is one of the survival techniques used by the Fulani Bororo herdsmen, but there are many others that are used to anticipate and then adapt to the drought, to the floods, to the loss of the soil's fertility, and to the increase in temperatures, and they're all systematic of climate change.
To dumol ngol woɗay imin andi alama goɗɗum woodi hoodere wonde ɗo o joni to sa'i ndungu ɗuɗɗum sahali ɗum hoodere woodi to nde wangiri fuuna ndungu wala to nde wangiri hirna ndungu I woodi.
It is clear that the nomadic peoples of Africa have a way of life consisting of customs and secular knowledge, which contributes to how they are adapting to climate change. The abundance or absence of a certain shrub, the babembe, the appearance or absence of certain insects, or the fecundity of a chameleon all inform the pastoralists long in advance on the quality of the season ahead and influence their decisions, yet not always in the right way, for these truths also change, just like the climate. Elaji Musa was a guest of the Association of Fulani Indigenous Women in Chad, AFPAT, and the Indigenous Peoples of Africa Coordinating Committee, IPAC, and stayed in N'Djamena from the 7th to the 9th of November 2011. He had discussions with other indigenous nomadic pastoralists from Niger, Kenya, Namibia, and South Africa about the climatic upheavals that are badly affecting them, and more importantly, on how to reconcile traditional knowledge systems and modern agro-meteorological science. The aim was to develop the most efficient strategies in order to assist the indigenous communities with their adaptation to climate change. Chadian weather forecasters, together with representatives from international organizations such as UNESCO, the Technical Center for Agriculture and Rural Cooperation, the World Meteorological Organization, and the Global Environment Facility, as well as Chadian Government Minister for Rural and Urban Water Affairs and the Minister of Agriculture, all took part in the exchange.
The goal of the exercise is that adaptation requires the participation of the whole society. Adaptation requires that those who are vulnerable are part of the policy making and decision making process. We've identified that pastoralists are being hit very hard with climate change. Therefore, they should be involved.
From the perspective of technical experts, the exchange of views with the pastoralists was an eye-opening experience and a wonderful opportunity to bring into play the complementary responses of the two types of knowledge systems to climate change.
Avec les événements que nous connaissons, les sécheresses, l'assèchement du lac Tchad, l'érosion, les déplacements des populations et autres, nous pouvons mettre à la disposition des pasteurs des cartes satellitaires pour voir comment le couvert végétal a évolué d'une période donnée à une autre et aussi faire des croisements avec ces cartes satellitaires pour dire comment se trouve actuellement leur couvert végétal.
The workshop also facilitated the exchange of experiences in applying participatory three-dimensional modeling, a tool for participatory decision-making between different types of land users, which has proven its efficacy in Africa and in Asia. But even though the nomadic pastoralists are delighted with the fact that finally people are taking notice of their traditional knowledge systems, they are not forgetting about the marginalization from which they suffer.
It is coming out clearly that pastoralism as a way of life have been ignored by subsequent governments. It's left out in the government policies, and therefore the pastoralists are subjected to a lot of primitivity, and the pastoralism being taken as a primitive and awkward and an underdeveloped activity.
In this camp, humans and animals are drinking from the same water hole.
Yawa lebbi ɗo kam nder ɓulli ɗo min joɗo bano lebbi nayi. A fahami? Min ummo lakton bo ko min keɓa lebbi joyi ko min keɓa lebbi nayi kadi ɗon to Allah waddi ndungu min burto. Ni min joɗori.
Minum kam ko ɓuri ɓillanko min ille gomna waddi waɗi geseji maɓɓani min laabi nayi fu. Hande kada ko fuɗɗi ɗum woodi duuɓi joyeeɗiɗi. Ɗum kam min anda bulama en tan corata leyɗe hakuma o napsama e wara e sooda. E askarjo o wari ɓe bindiga maako o soodi o coloneljo o ministrejo o douanejo o gendarmejo kulluɓe ngari ɓe soodi lesdi hamɓe ɓe aawi basal maɓɓe faale maɓɓe kulluɓe aawi a ko koskima heƴa nda soda.
In order to take an efficient stand against this type of marginalization, as well as developing strategies toward climate change, cosmetic solutions are no longer applicable. What is required are political solutions developed through the participation of all concerned.
Les problèmes sont tellement nombreux et sont tellement importants qu'il n'est pas facile de les prioriser, de les classifier de 1 jusqu'à, je sais pas, 100. Mais tout de même, les problèmes globaux, c'est les problèmes de droit, des manques de reconnaissance des droits. En tant que Tchadiens comme tout autre Tchadiens, ils doivent avoir leurs droits les plus minimums. Ils respectent beaucoup plus leurs devoirs, mais les autres ne respectent pas leurs droits les plus élémentaires. Ils sont affrontés à beaucoup des abus vis-à-vis des autres communautés, vis-à-vis des autorités locaux. Alors, ce qui fait que leurs droits, ils ne les jouissent pas du tout.
The N'Djamena Declaration is a response to these issues, which the Minister of Rural and Urban Water Affairs and the Minister of Agricultural Development of Chad have committed to bring to the attention of their African peers.
Il faut, dans le cadre de gouvernance d'une manière générale, et en Afrique en particulier, qu'on inscrive des budgets conséquents pour prévenir et entretenir les pasteurs. C'est-à-dire que le phénomène qui affecte la vie de ces millions et millions d'êtres humains en Afrique là, doit être pris en considération dans l'élaboration de politiques des terres, dans l'élaboration de politiques de l'environnement, dans l'élaboration de politiques de l'eau, de l'agriculture, etc.
A better understanding of indigenous nomadic people will not only benefit the national economy, but considering the importance of the livestock industry, it can also lead to better governance and biodiversity.